Hola clase. The rule regarding two verbs together. So our lesson is going to be about another rule in speaking Spanish. This rule happens to be the same in English also. Sometimes we need to put two verbs together when speaking. We do it in English and in Spanish. Here it is again, right there. We need to put two verbs together. Okay, ejemplo uno. Two verbs together. I want to play. The first infinitive verb is to want. The second infinitive verb is to play. So the rule is when two verbs are used together, the first verb gets conjugated and the second verb remains as an infinitive. So the first verb in this case is to want. So to want is conjugated to become I want. So we drop the to and put which person is using this verb. In this case, it's first person I, first person yo. The second verb is to play. So to play is not conjugated and remains in the infinitive. To play. The same is true for Spanish. Oh yeah, the same rule. Two verbs together is the same rule. Okay? So now, in Spanish, I want to play. Quiero jugar. Or we could say, yo quiero jugar. So, the first verb querer is conjugated to become quiero or yo quiero. That's I. But inside of this verb, remember, inside of every conjugated verb is a person. Inside of quiero is yo. So that's why I can only say, I don't have to say yo quiero. I can say quiero because the person is conjugated into the verb. The second verb, jugar, remains in the infinitive, just jugar, meaning to play. So it's going to be quiero jugar. That's two verbs together, or yo quiero jugar. Okay. Ejemplo dos. So, ejemplo dos, she needs to eat. So the infinitive verbs are to need and to eat. Those are the infinitives. So the first infinitive verb gets conjugated to she needs. Take off the to and put in a person. Who is this person in this case? It is she. She conjugates the same way as he. It could be he there. He needs to eat. What about it? It needs to eat. Can go here. How about we? We need. Well, need wouldn't go, we would not go there because it has an S, would it? No. Just he, she, it, and then Dumbo the elephant might want to eat. So Dumbo needs to eat. So that's the way we conjugate in English. So, but in Spanish, it's different. And the second infinitive verb remains as is, just to eat. So let's look at it in Spanish. ella necesita comer. Ella necesita comer. Necesita comer ella. Okay, we can say it backwards. Necesita comer el elefante. Necesita comer él. Él necesita comer. Señor Gómez necesita comer. So necesita intends to be used with a lot of different people. Y también also with the elephant. The elephant necesita comer. So anyway, the infinitive verb carries no one. So the infinitive is going to be, the infinitive verb says necesitar, and the infinitive of the second verb says comer. So those are the two verbs. The first infinitive verb gets conjugated, necesita, or ella necesita. So we don't even need to put ella. We already know it's a girl. So necesita or ella necesita. So that's conjugated from necesitar. And comer, the second infinitive verb, remains as comer. So we have ella necesita comer. So the infinitive verbs almost always get conjugated. But as you can see here, sometimes they don't, because we didn't conjugate comer and we didn't conjugate jugar. So always conjugate the first infinitive verb, and the second infinitive verb remains as is. Okay, class, that was a reminder and a lesson for those of us who are learning about making our own sentences. Okay, give me a call. You have any questions, any concerns? Si había dudas. Okay, you don't know that word había. Si había dudas o preguntas, entonces me llama. Okay, nos vemos en clase.